You know, we have a fake news that doesn't get the word out. That's why I love doing an interview. We get the word out. Mm-hmm. But so you ask a question. In 50 years, a president that's won, even a popular president, somebody that's done well. I'm popular and I've done well. I mean, I think we have the greatest economy actually ever in history.
That consumer confidence number is a good sign as you head into this speech because it was low. And there are people that are feeling pain from this economy.
All right, when Fox News are citing the pain that Trump has created, you know that it's bad for the president. For a long time, conservative media outlets, notably Fox News in particular, have functioned as a protective echo chamber for President Donald Trump's political messaging. But this week, it marked a striking break from that pattern. It wasn't just a fringe contributor or even a Democratic guest that was invited on, but none other than Fox News' chief political anchor, Bret Baier, who decided to shelve his typically sympathetic approach to the president and openly acknowledge that Americans are, quote, feeling pain from the economy, and that polls reflect that pain in unmistakable ways.
So the economy, as Bill says, will loom very large in the president's address to the nation tonight. We got Bret Baier, anchor of Special Report, live on the set with us now. Bret, the perfect person to tell us everything we need to know about the speech. Let's start with the latest polls on the economy. We think it's where the president's going to leap off tonight. Latest polls out of Fox News show 40% of Americans approve of his handling of the economy to a 59% disapproval. Numbers pretty similar, up and down a couple of points from Washington Post and ABC News polls.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a focus on the economy. Good morning, Jillian. I think that there's going to be a real significant part of this speech that deals with what they see, what they passed with the big, beautiful bill, what people they believe, the administration believes, are starting to feel and will feel as the year progresses. That consumer confidence number is a good sign as you head into this speech because it was low. And there are people that are feeling pain from this economy, and and you see that in polls all up and down. The president's going to spend a lot of time on the economy, but he has a full plate of issues to deal with. Iran, the fallout from Venezuela. He will react to the Supreme Court and the tariffs, and you wonder how that's going to go with the Supreme Court justices, several of them in the front row, listening to the speech. So it'll be fascinating to see. Expect these stories weaving in all of these elements with real people as examples, because the president has done that before and he will do it again.
Now, this comes after the president got in front of the camera recently and slammed every poll as fake before acknowledging then that maybe they weren't fake, and instead he just speaks to the silent voter.
Christine Noem, our people, they've been incredible, the job they've done. And they take nothing but abuse, but, you know, they're sort of pretty hardened to that, I think, because they know they're doing the right thing. It just amazes me that there's not more support out there. It's just, we actually have a silent support. I think it's silent. I think it's well, that's how I won. I got probably 85 million votes. They say 78 million, 79 million. They cheated in this election, too. It was just too big to rig. Too big to rig.
But the pain that the Fox News host cited here is rooted in real polling that shows Donald Trump's political standing is far from in good stead. National polling aggregators show Trump's approval rating underwater in the high 30s to low 40s, with disapproval dominating by double-digit margins. Take, for instance, a recent Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll that finds that roughly 60% of Americans disapprove of the president's performance, a level that even Fox's other anchors have been reluctant to ignore. Disapproval is especially acute among independents, a crucial swing bloc where roughly 69% express opposition to Trump's job performance. Again, not fringe results. They are consistent across multiple surveys and reflect a broad sense of unease with the economy, the leadership as a whole, and presidential authority.
Yeah, the 2024 election was about a feeling that Donald Trump was going to change course. And the first year of the Trump presidency has not accomplished that, which is why his numbers are in the toilet in every single category. Our market has done well, but compared to other industrialized countries, we actually haven't done as well as they have. I think we're number 21 of 23 countries. I just saw that chart flying around online. And Donald Trump is in Texas today because the GOP is in trouble. He should not have to be going to safe districts and safe states. But it's not because of this John Cornyn, Ken Paxton fight, which is ugly. And Wesley Hunt as well.